Most of my relationships are good. Probably because I exude confidence.
Can my 6'2" Navy SEAL husband
Mars Room, for instance, that FBI probably calls Howard security clearance. What? So why should that keep me up? Because you feel guilty? Interesting. See? You're having a guilt-ridden dream. Do you have any evidence to support that hypothesis?
How about that Goran sitting on the couch?
Howard, the person at fault for you not getting the security clearance is me.
boyfriend?
I'm using neuro-linguistic programming to modify your thought patterns.
대박. 붕괴 붕괴. 그러네.
진짜 오랜만에 근데 꾀돌이. 옛날에 게임하면은 게임관에서 가자 꾀돌이 나왔었는데.
게임기에서? 그게 나왔다고?
게임기에서 나왔어. 이렇게 게임, 양배추인형 게임 같은 거 하고, 거기 이렇게 나오는 구멍 있어가지고 엄청 더러웠을걸?
아, 난 몰라. 나 눈물이 앞에 가요. 옹아. 어이구, 그랬죠.
맛있어?